There is no topic where economics doesn't have some unique twist on the subject. It probably won't surprise anyone, but Americans are becoming more and more polarized. The difference between Democrats and Republicans in 2003 versus 2023, the polarization has increased 30%. Some early economic theories told us if you and I disagree and we both get lots and lots of information and we see the same information, that soon enough our differences should decrease. And so I always thought as a young economist that the key to battling polarization was more information, until I started commuting with my wife. We're driving down this main stretch of road and someone veers but doesn't quite touch the white dashed lines, and she gives them a good solid honk. And I said, sweetheart, that was completely unnecessary. And she responded, what are you talking about? I've prevented more than 20 accidents because of my preemptive honking. We saw the same observation and had two very different interpretations of what happened. What do you do when the information you observe is unclear? We actually ran some experiments. We asked people questions about the deterrence effect of the death penalty. We asked them a bunch of questions about their own beliefs, and so we could categorize people into kind of pro or con when it comes to the effects of death penalty on current crime. And then we gave everyone a series of abstracts from scientific papers to read. Some of them were purposely ambiguous. And as our theory would predict, they came in this far apart, they were given the same exact information, and they left the experiment further apart than when they came in. When we gave people ambiguous information, I don't think they realized it was ambiguous. They just coded it as fitting their own view. The pro people all interpreted the ambiguous evidence as pro. The con people interpreted the ambiguous evidence as con. And with access to more and more biased sources of information, I can only expect that our polarization will grow, not shrink. I want people to understand we're actually not as far apart as you might imagine. People with very, very similar views can be pushed away from each other. Yes, you're constantly bombarded with information, online and otherwise, and it's really hard to take a step back and say, how much of that information was unclear? But I do believe celebrating our common humanity and sit with people and understand their views, you might figure out that they're not as far from you as you might imagine.